Los Angeles, the 2017 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 wants to transition from the street to the strip to the track and back to the street without faltering. Chevy fell short of this triple threat 5 years ago when it brought out the ZL1's predecessor, an engaging and impressive supercharged coupe with an underwhelming, flawed foundation that had understeer issues. Now using the 6th-generation Camaro ZL1, much improved architecture, can the 2017 ZL1 do what the last car couldn't? The car we managed understeer through the whole architecture of the last ZL1, says Al Oppenheiser, Camaro chief engineer. This architecture is much better. Not only is the 2017 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1's underlying structure lighter and more rigid than the outgoing cars, it proved easier for engineers to work with, modify, and improve. Like the outgoing ZL1, the 2017 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 uses a 6.2-liter supercharged V8, but the new model has 650 horsepower and 650 lb-ft of torque, a gain of 70 horsepower and 94 lb-ft. There are two available transmissions, a standard, rev-matching 6-speed manual or an optional, $1,595 10-speed automatic. We'll come back to that one. The ZL1 sits on unique, staggered 20-inch forged aluminum wheels wrapped in Goodyear Eagle F1 supercar tires, and its 15.35-inch, iron front brakes with 6-piston Brembo calipers are the same diameter as the ones that were on the Z28. Other performance upgrades include improved magnetar or rheological dampers, 11 heat exchangers to help keep things cool, and an electrically controlled limited-slip rear differential that adapts to driver input and driving conditions. Outside, the ZL1 gets a lot of aero-friendly add-ons, like a model-specific rear diffuser, a wide front splitter, a front fascia with a gigantic, wind-swallowing grille, and an awesome, hollowed-out floaty Chevy badge on the nose. The overlaid hood opening, standard and black, available in exposed carbon fiber, draws cool air toward the engine's top-mounted intercooler bricks, and evacuates hot, low-pressure air from the engine bay and directs it over the Camaro's slightly dimpled roof. Tacked on the trunk of the ZL1 is a low-sitting spoiler that hangs slightly over the wide rear fenders in order to generate downforce with minimal drag, and the underbody has full shielding to manage turbulent air. Inside the ZL1, driver and passenger sit comfortably in heavily bolstered Recaro seats and the small, flat-bottom steering wheel is wrapped in faux suede. An 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system comes standard and can be upgraded with Chevy's performance data recorder. Does the 2017 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 have all the right parts to be a triple threat? Seems so, but, to be sure, we go to the Auto Club dragway in Pomona and then take beautiful and twisty Angeles Crest Highway north to the big, 2.5-mile road course at Willow Springs Raceway. The strip. The 2017 Camaro ZL1 comes standard with customizable launch control, which allows drivers to adjust launch RPM and wheel slip to dial in the perfect start, as well as a line lock system that helps drivers do big, smoky burnouts in order to make the ZL1's foot-wide tires even stickier. We drive the ZL1 into one of the dragway's water boxes, put it into track mode, the only mode line lock is available in, and press really hard on the brake pedal until a small graphic in the gauge cluster shows 100% and front wheels locked. For up to 15 seconds, the front brakes will bite down with 80 bar of pressure, which roughly converts to 1,160 pounds per square inch, as the driver flattens the accelerator and roasts the rears. We give it a try and within a few seconds, smoke is pouring into the cabin through the air vents. We press the cruise control and select buttons on steering wheel to release the front brakes, then roll out of the burnout toward the tree until the first set of amber staging lights pop on. We take a second to adjust the launch control system, dropping launch RPM and slightly increasing wheel slip, then creep forward until the second set of staging lights turn out. Our right foot flattens the accelerator, and our left foot stays on the brake pedal just before the tree's green light comes on. The ZL1 claws at the black pavement for a second, then tosses us into our Recaro as it hauls toward the end of the strip, shimmying side to side between fuel cut-up shifts. Chevy claims the manual-equipped ZL1 will go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds and turn a quarter mile in 11.8 seconds at 125 miles per hour, and that the automatic-equipped ZL1 will go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds and turn an even quicker quarter mile in 11.4 seconds at 127 miles per hour. The apparent performance gap between the automatic and manual-equipped ZL1 has us wanting to know more about this all-new 10-speed, which will likely be optioned on half of all-new Camaro ZL1s and be used in 7 other GM vehicles by 2018. We jump in a ZL1 with an automatic transmission and drive up toward Angeles Crest. "The street I'd pick the auto," says Aaron Link, lead development engineer for Camaro. It really is that much more fun. Longtime rivals Chevy and Ford sort of share custody of this thoughtfully designed transmission, which is about the same size as the 8-speed automatic Chevy is replacing. When Chevy gets the base 10-speed box, it upgrades the transmission with unique hardware, a new torque converter, better clutches and planetary carrier components, and other pieces that can better handle the ZL1's 650 horsepower. Then Chevy gives the gearbox to its calibration team to tune software and mitigate any wandering you might expect from a complex 10-speed automatic transmission, creating shift logic systems like lift-foot gear old mode, which aggressively holds a gear to prevent excessive upshifts and premature downshifts. The calibration work to give you the optimal gear at all times helped prevent shift busyness, says Oppenheiser. Supposedly the shifts from this 10-speed are 100 milliseconds faster than dual-clutch transmissions from McLaren and Porsche, which Chevy tested. Oppenheiser tells us using fully electronic shifting could have made shifts even quicker, but doing so would have meant getting rid of the shift paddles. We wouldn't have minded. Climbing through San Bernardino National Forest on Angeles Crest Highway, we leave the Camaro in fully automatic mode and never once faulted. The transmission is extremely intelligent and precise and as smooth as it is quick. The fantastic attention to detail that made this 10-speed so likable is obvious in other systems as well, like the ZL1's magnetorheological dampers that now use 2 internal coils instead of 1 to reduce inertia and improve reaction times, as well as a dual-wire system that allows electrical current to not only go in but also be pulled out of the fluid-filled damper for 40% faster damping response. The rear seats are just like those from the last ZL1. But Chevy carved out pockets from the bottom of the seats so your right elbow doesn't hit one bolster during shifting and your left elbow doesn't hit the other bolster during aggressive steering. The variable steering ratio tightens toward lock, so it's easy to pull off the road and turn tightly in small overlooks when we stop to take pictures of the aggressive ZL1 in the foggy, snow-dusted forest. On this tight, writhing road, the ZL1 confidently dives into turns and stays flat and planted through even the sharpest switchbacks. We overcook the brakes going into a particularly tricky right turn. The rear end starts to slide but easily recovers, thanks in part to the very capable, ZL1 specific Goodyear tires that went through 7 iterations before being ready. Inherent visibility issues don't keep us from enjoying ourselves as we haul through the evergreens, ending up near the gate of Willow Springs in no time at all. The track we get the ZL1 up to 147 miles per hour on the front straight of Big Willow before squeezing the brakes and lightly trail braking into turn 1. We turn lap after lap, swapping between automatic and manual-equipped cars, our enthusiasm fading as little as the brakes do. This is one of the most satisfying track cars on the market, with plenty of power to get you in serious trouble, an overbuilt chassis that is rarely overwhelmed, and a few helpful electronic nannies that can keep you from killing yourself. The Fividier Performance Traction Management PTM system is available only when the ZL1 is in track mode. Each PTM mode acts as a deft invisible hand that keeps you and the ZL1 on the track by quietly cutting power and softly pushing the car back from the ragged edge of the road course. The higher the PTM mode, the less the hand helps. We run around in Sport 2, which is trumped only by full-on race mode. Sport 2 allows us to slyly slide into turns, lets the ZL1's tail wag under hard braking, and keeps the ZL1 on the track when the suspension unloads as we hop over a ridge in the middle of turn 6. Another reason the ZL1 stays so planted on the track? Its electronically controlled limited-slip differential, plucked from the Corvette. A powerful hydraulic pump pressures the rear end to lock for improved high-speed stability, open for sharper turn-in, and make mid-corner adjustments to increase stability and exit speed. With a more rigid structure, thoughtful software calibrations, and advanced, electronically assisted mechanicals, the ZL1 beautifully showcases the serious performance potential of the 6th-generation Camaro. The gist: I feel this is the best Camaro we've ever produced, Oppenheiser says. I love my 5th-gen Z28, it's in my garage, but this is the culmination of upfront planning, the best performance team in the world, the opportunity to take the 10-speed that was available in my window and incorporate it into the ZL1, and developing the calibrations we needed. You could just feel this was going to be a special car. The 2017 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 does what the last car couldn't by being a so-called triple threat. It's a wicked drag car that's perfect for bracket racing, an approachable street car that will put you in a jail if you ask it to, and a balanced, talented, and always engaging track car. 2017 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 Coupe specifications on sale, now price, $63,435. Engine, 6.2 liters supercharged OHV 16-valve V8 650 HP at 6,400 revolutions per minute, 650 lb-ft at 3,600 revolutions per minute. Transmission, 6-speed manual, 10-speed automatic layout, 2-door, 4-passenger, front engine, RWD Coupe. EPA mileage, 1,420 miles per gallon. Manual LXWXH, 188.3 by 74.7 by 52.4 in wheelbase, 110.7 in weight, 3,8873, 944 pounds. Manual automatic 060 miles per hour, 3.5 seconds top speed, not show more.